ever since their creation, the Looney Tunes have been a big part of Warner Brothers and among the studio's most iconic characters. They've made them the stars of several shorts, television shows, and movies, and are as inseparable as Mickey Mouse and Disney. So it's great to see Warner Brothers release a new hand-drawn animated... What's that? Okay, I've just been informed that Warner Brothers is not distributing The Day the Earth Blew Up, the Looney Tunes movie, because we live in a world as wacky as the one inhabited by Daffy Duck and Porky Pig, who happen to be the stars of this new hand-drawn animated film. So what did I think of this latest Looney Tunes picture, not released by Warner Brothers? Having the focus be on Daffy and Porky was a smart one and really allows the film to capture the right level of mayhem. They've long been a classic pair in shorts like Robin Hood Daffy and Duck Dodgers, with Daffy's wacky personality proving a great contrast to Porky trying to remain calm even when things get out of control. While those cartoons I mentioned were directed by Chuck Jones, The Day the Earth Blew Up appears to take a lot more influence from Bob Clampett's shorts, and director Pete Braungart and his team of animators, designers, and storyboard artists nail that sort of lunacy while also constructing a story all their own. There's a genuine love for the classic Looney Tunes, including the way the movie utilizes music. There's an early scene that's even framed in a 4:3 aspect ratio as we get a montage of Daffy and Porky trying various jobs, and it's hilarious partly because of the music and the use of the merry-go-round broke down. There's also a great scene set to Raymond Scott's composition Powerhouse, which was heard in several Warner Bros. Cartoons, with appropriately its first use being in a Daffy and Porky cartoon. I also liked how that sequence paid homage to Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times. Another major Looney Tunes character who appears in The Day the Earth Blew Up is Petunia Pig, and I like the relationship she forms with Porky, and she proves incredibly useful in trying to stop this alien invasion. I thought the first half of the movie was pretty solid, with Daffy's wild antics and the visual gags providing some laughs, but I thought it really kicked into high gear when we see the larger effects of this chewing gum that an alien uses to hypnotize the people of Earth. There's a creepy element there with everyone turning into zombies, although thankfully does not get in the way of the humor. It shows the cunning of this alien, simply known as the Invader, and he gets some particularly humorous interactions of a scientist he's brainwashed to do his bidding. Although I did wonder where Marvin the Martian was during all of this. I really like how the movie develops the characters and Porky dealing with Daffy's often disastrous antics. He's just a duck who cannot quite control his lunar tendencies, but he's trying his best. What I love about Daffy and why I think he's one of the greatest cartoon characters in the history of animation is the way his personality has evolved, depending on whoever's directing him. I love the egotistical version often used by Chuck Jones, but the wackier Daffy, originally devised by Bob Clampett and Tex Avery, is also a delight and hilarious in his own right. This one is closer to the Clampett-Avery version, albeit still with his own personality that fits the plot of the movie, and they did a great job of handling this iteration of Daffy. In addition to the expected physical comedy and sight gags throughout the movie, there are some clever meta jokes as well, used just enough so they're often special when they appear. There are a few modern jokes here that might irk some, but it's worth remembering that the classic Looney Tunes cartoons often made references to modern culture of the time, so this is not out of character for them. The voice actors bring the right level of energy to the roles, especially Eric Bauza as Daffy. Bauza has sort of become the new official voice of several Looney Tunes characters and has done a great job with his interpretations of them. His Daffy sounds exactly like how we recognize the character and is probably up there with Joe Alasky's take. I think Alasky is the best of the post-Mel Blanc Looney Tunes voice actors, so that's high praise. Peter Nichol is also great as the Invader, supplying some of that comic delivery we know from his roles in movies like Ghostbusters 2 and Bean. And it's always nice hearing the voices of actors like Lorraine Newman and Wayne Knight. Of course, there's that hand-drawn animation, which honors the classic Looney Tunes look and is a great extension of the recent Looney Tunes cartoons by a lot of the same team. I'm really happy The Day the Earth Blew Up is out there in the world for people to enjoy, as it becomes a more than worthy use of these iconic cartoon characters with a ton of very funny gags, creative visuals, and inventive story turns.